Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and this is Victoria Loves DIY. We are going to be doing all things DIY, from the small projects to the big projects. The first major project we're working on is our bathroom remodel. So that is quite a big deal. My husband and I are completely DIY novices. We've never ever done anything to such a big scale. The most I've done personally is kind of wall paneling, like something that we have, like something like this behind the wall. So this is something that is completely brand new to me and my husband. So come along on this journey with us. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna, do things, wrong, but we're also gonna try and get as much things right as we can. This is going to be over a series of videos, so I'll be documenting this stage of this bathroom. And if we're able to do it successfully and work hard together, we might tackle other rooms, but stay tuned to see if that happens. But yeah, I'm really excited on this journey. Obviously being on lockdown and being quarantined, it's given us lots of time to tackle and do some renovations in our home. So we might be doing other projects here and there, whether it's a smaller project, just adding on to rooms that already existing, or major projects which is completely renovating a whole room. But yeah, make sure you like this video, make sure you like my other videos as well. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can get notifications and you can get the first look of when the video drops. And you can also follow me on my social media channels. So I have a TikTok account at Victoria Loves DIY, and you can also follow me on Instagram at victoria.dele, which is all in the description below. But yeah, in this video, we will be just demolishing the bathroom, and we'll just be showing you how we do it. Actually, fun story or little backstory behind this shower room. When we first moved into this home, the home needed a complete renovation from head to toe, including the gardens, the driveway, everything. And it was very costly. Obviously, we didn't want to do everything at once. So what we did is that we just tried to get everything like in a standard way, just so that we can move in. So simple white floors, white walls, sorry, simple floors, etc. And we also got the shower room renovated, but we did it, in a cheap way. And the saying, buy cheap, buy twice. That's exactly what happened to us. So the bathroom specialist who worked on our shower room did a complete terrible job. You can see in my videos how much of a disaster it really was. And I'll add also some before and after as well, of how the shower room was before, how the shower room was once it was renovated, and now once it's been destroyed. So that room has gone on a journey over the last 2 years. So yeah, basically it was completely terrible job, to the point where it was leaking down to our kitchen and we needed to scrap it and start again. But rather than us calling a specialist to come back and do another job, which will of course another massive amount, which we didn't have, we thought we'll try our hand at renovating it ourselves. So it's been a fun journey so far. I'm gonna share kind of updates on a weekly basis, so make sure you check out, keep an eye on my YouTube, and I'll also be posting some more regular updates on my Instagram and TikTok, so make sure you check those out as well. But yeah, so this is kind of a week one of what we've done so far. So most of the stuff that we've done is basically rip out the bathroom, see what's behind these walls, and see how we can kind of repair the walls to start again. But yeah, enough of me talking, let's just jump right into the video.
So this is how our bathroom looked originally when we bought the house. Our biggest regret is not actually using the bathroom as this. I think we got a bit excited and we wanted a brand new shower. And also the original shower that was in this bathroom didn't actually fit my husband. It was very small. But the bathroom had a urinal. As you can see, there was actually carpet on the floor. This house hasn't been renovated in, I think, over 30 years since the last owner moved in. So exactly how it was made is exactly how we found it. But this is just me checking all the plumbing. But yeah, it had like green interior, so green sinks, green urinals. It was a decent condition. We definitely could have used it, but we just wanted something a bit bigger so that my husband can use. Yeah, this is the shower. It was very tiny. probably couldn't fit me, and I'm 5'4". My husband is 6'3", so definitely not. And it had a completely separate toilet. Here's the toilet now. So we kept the toilet, but we just broke down the wall that was in between. But it was a very, very decent condition. And this is the shower once we renovated it the first time. I'm just showing you how we plastered over the old door that was there where the toilet was. And yeah, so this is it. We tiled it from floor to ceiling, which we're not going to do in this new renovation. We're just going to half tile it, but you can see it once it's kind of been revealed. This is just me showing what I wanted to do with the bathroom, but obviously it's all been ripped out. Yeah, so we just went from for a neutral color because we were rushing with this shower. We were moving in within a few weeks and we wanted something decent to use. We literally just got some tiles from Selco, and some decent, non-expensive tiles from Tile Mountain, and we just wanted to do like a simple job and then maybe in 5 years renovate it. But little did we know that this was completely done in a terrible way. It might look nice right now, as you can see. It might look like a decent condition, but you'll see in the next video where we got an actual bathroom specialist to come and have a look at our shower, and he explains how everything was put together back to front. Things was done patchy. Yeah, it was just a completely terrible job underneath this.
Okay, so the shower screen has not been installed correctly, as you can see. The shower tray certainly hasn't been installed correctly. It's been put in and then masticed with about 15mm of mastic around the edge. The shower screen's also been put in inside out. So it needs complete restarting.
So when we heard this, we had two options. Either we did got another bathroom specialist to come and rip it out, completely do a new work, or we just got our hands dirty and figured it ourselves. And as my husband and I are on a journey to be mortgage free within 10 years, we thought, let's actually just do it ourselves. And as you can see, we took down the shower ourselves. We're knocking down all the tiles, and here is how the adhesive looked underneath the tiles. So I'm just trying to take off as much tiles as I can, and as in doing that, I found this. I'm no expert in bathroom tiling, but I know this is not how the adhesive is meant to look underneath. These were about 2mm thick. They were stuck really, really well on the wall, and they were all over the wall. So it was an absolute nightmare to take off. This took about a few days to take all of these off, and we went through about 70 rubbles of bags, and this is how the wall looked after I was able to take all the tiles off. As you can see, the tiles, some areas it didn't take off the plaster, whereas others it completely took off the plaster and even some parts of the wall. It was so hard to take off. The bathroom specialist who worked on the bathroom originally literally just took the mick out of us, to be honest. Yeah, so this is how I was able to take most of it off. There are some that are still stuck on the wall, and we have to maybe use some steam or some warm water to try get those off. And as you can see on the plasterboard wall, it actually took some of the plasterboard off. Thank God we have brick walls in this room, so not all the walls are completely damaged, but I managed to get as much of it as I could. And as I said before, we went through about 70-80 bags of rubble in kind of demolishing this room. So it was a massive job, and it took us about a week to do. But yeah, we're really proud of this. We're actually really excited now for the next phase. This this kind of just opened our eyes to show us that sometimes when you buy a home, live in it first before you make any adjustments. Sometimes you get really excited and you want this done and that done, but it's always best, obviously, if you have the funds to do a massive renovation, and go for it. But if you don't have the funds, it's always best to kind of live in your home for a little bit before you do any massive renovations. And you can see here this plasterboard wall needs to come off and be replaced because of how badly it was done. There's holes on the side because of the tiling job. There's a hole right in the middle, so that's another job that we have to do. I was also able to take up the floors, so here is kind of how the floor looks right now, but I also need to take off this additional layer that was added. Yeah, this layer was unnecessary. So you can see here that this is how thick the plywood was, so it wasn't laid flush to the hallway. Every time we walked in, we always stubbed our toes because of how high it was. So yeah, terrible job.
And this is how everything looks at the end of week 1. So we've tried to basically rip as much out as we can, and all we have left is basically just to take up the plywood, which was protecting the floor when the tiles was laid. And we are also removing this wall. As you can see, we've already done 1/2 of the wall, and we just need to do the other. It's a fake wall, but the rest of the walls are brick walls. But yeah, we're really excited for this. Hopefully it all turns out okay. Next week all we're gonna do is basically try to plaster the walls, repair all the old bits that are that were damaged when we were ripping out the tiles because of how thick the adhesive was on the wall. And yeah, so that's the aim for next week. So the next week is just repairing all the walls, repairing the plaster, getting everything kind of ready, and also figuring out what we're going to do to the floor. So obviously we're going to tile the floor, and we just need to put down a good amount of protection on the floor and get the floor waterproof, so we avoid any additional leakage to the floor. I mean, to the ceiling in the kitchen downstairs. But this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe this video. And yeah, make sure you also try to click on the notification bell, just so that you can get a notification every time I have a new video out. This is going to be a long project, so you're going to see many videos of this, but I'll try to do other little projects in between just to keep you entertained. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.